Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mahsa and today we are going to be going through my 2023 goals. Now this is the first time that I'm sharing my goals with you guys properly, like at the start of the year. I'm not much of a resolutions kind of person, but I think setting goals and building new habits is something that I'm fully there for. And we are now coming towards the end of January. I've been sitting on these goals for a while just to make sure that they are the right goals for me going forward. But you don't need to wait for the beginning of the year to set goals or for a Monday or a new month. Just whenever you have the urge to do something different with your life or you've got that motivation, then take that as an opportunity to set yourself some goals, set yourself something to work towards, because that always really helps me. I am a notorious procrastinator, and for me to build new habits and actually work towards the things that I want it takes a lot of self-control. So this year that's something I'm really going to work towards and try and achieve as many, if not all of the goals that I have set myself. Now this is probably just going to be a nice sit down chatty video, so I've got myself a big old cup of tea. Oh my god, so good. And while I tell you guys all the things that I've got planned for this year and all of my 2023 goals, I'm just going to be cutting out some images that I've printed out for my vision board, because I'm actually doing a vision board for the very first time this year. So I don't really know what I'm doing, but we're winging it and we're going to hope for the best. We are manifesting the life that we want. I'm also not going to be sharing my vision board with you guys. You'll probably end up seeing it in the background of videos and whatnot once I've got it up. I'm hoping it's going to go like on this wall over here so I can see it every day while I'm working. But at the minute, I just don't think I'm going to share it with you guys because I don't really know what I'm doing. So the images I've gone for are more of like a vibe. I don't know, just like an image for every goal. I don't really know what I'm doing, but the vision board is not the point of this video. The goals are the point of this video. So let's just get into the goals while I cut up some images. I'm hoping that you can still like hear me pretty well over the sound of me cutting out images and things. I'm just using tiny scissors. I really wish I had one of those fancy paper cutter things, but that's going to be next year's little thing, so that's fine. Now, I have all of my goals written down in my bullet journal. I get the bullet journals from Quirky Cup Collective, and I love these bullet journals so much. So they are absolutely stunning. They've got gold sprayed edges, and I just absolutely adore them. And because this is very much my vibe and my aesthetic, it just makes me want to use it every day. So in the very first page of the bullet journal, I've just left it blank, and that's because I can't really draw very well. So I've just done a quick little image on Canva and then printed that out. So I've just done 2023, and then in the middle it says consistency. So in case that doesn't give it away, my word for the year is consistency. I have a habit to be all or nothing kind of person. So I'm either fully focused on my goals and just going until I burn out. And then once I burn out, it'll just be like months and months of nothing. So my goal is to just slow myself down, pace myself out, and just be consistent with everything, whether that's going for my goals or whether that's the other things that are on my list, which some of them aren't really goals, but we'll get to that. Okay, so across the next 2 pages of my bullet journal, I haven't done anything fancy. Like, I'm not really artistic in the sense where I can draw or do calligraphy or anything like that. So I've just broken down my goals into 4 different sections. And one of the sections is all my business goals, which are in a separate video. So I will link that up here for you guys so you can go and check it out. So all my business goals are in a separate video. So for this one, we are going to have career, finance, and life goals. So let's start with the big one for me, and that is career goals. So I know most of you are probably here for the small business videos and the wax melt videos and all of that stuff, but my primary job is an actor. I work as an actor and I make the majority of my living as an actor. So on my career goals, I have land a day player role. And day player roles are people that show up on like a TV series or something like that, and they're only there for a day. So it's like on a soap, it would be like a doctor or a lawyer or a police officer that's just there for one episode doing something and then leaves. I'm really wanting to work on building up my film and TV credits this year, so hopefully that is something that I can work towards. The next goal that I've got on my careers list is that I want to perfect and add 2 to 3 new accents onto my Spotlight, which is what is like the main casting website used by agents and casting directors in the UK. Accents are notoriously my weak spot, or never mind, we're not going to say weakness, are not a strength of mine. That makes it sound better somehow. So accents are not a particular strength of mine, and I'm really working on them. I've been getting accent lessons regularly every week. So with any luck, I should move forward with getting a couple of accents added to my Spotlight, which I can do perfectly. My next goal is to email casting directors more regularly, and I've got 2 to 5 times a month, which in the grand scheme of things is nothing. Like, I know people that send out like 20 to 30 emails to casting directors a day. So what I'm going for is absolutely nothing, but I just need to start small and get over that fear and anxiety that I've got of getting in touch with people in the industry. So my social anxiety really like flares up when I'm trying to send like an email just to introduce myself to a casting director and like get my name out there, be like, I'm here, I exist, if you need anyone that matches my criteria, like I'm here. So that's all the email is, so it's not even like a big deal, but for some reason it causes me so much anxiety, and it's one of the main things that an actor needs to do, which is like just getting in touch with casting directors and people in the industry and networking, because networking is such a massive part of the industry. But I'm just gonna try and start slow so that I can build myself up to maybe being one of those people that does 20 to 30 emails. My next one that I've got is to get my show reel re-edited, and I've got some new bits that I need to add in. So I need to re-edit, add in the new bits, and then get that put out into the universe, basically. So I've sort of half started this one already, which is really good because it means I'm definitely going to achieve it. So I just need to follow through with it. Hopefully it should be done by the end of January, if not the very beginning of Feb. Okay, so next up we are going to move on to general life goals, and these are like everywhere, all over the place, basically. So bear with me. I think I'll group them into people in my life, I think, and then other. So let's go with people. One of the goals that I've got is to have a date night with Thomas at least twice a month. That doesn't necessarily mean going out twice a month. We can do like date nights in, and that links into the next one that I've got, which is I really want us to spend more like intentional quality time together rather than both being sat on the sofa just not really paying attention. So I think when you live with someone, it's really easy to get into the habit of, oh well, I live with this person, I see them all the time every day, so that's me spending time with them, when that's not necessarily the case. So I just really want us to get better at spending some intentional quality time together and having some like intentional date nights, whether that's I cook for him and we do like a nice date night, or he cooks for me, or we go out, or whatever, just more intentional quality time together. Now that links into my next goal, which is wanting to spend more intentional quality time with my parents. And I'm aware, and I freaking hate saying this, but the older that I get, I'm very aware that they are also aging, and I just want to spend as much intentional time and quality time with them as I can. So that's going to be a big focus of mine this year, to try and spend as much time with my parents as I can. So they're like the people goals, and then my other life goals are kind of a bit all over the place. One of the main ones that I have, and this is like, it has to happen this year, because if it doesn't happen this year, I'm convinced it's never going to happen, and that's just not on. And that is learn to swim. Now you might be thinking, you're a grown woman, do you not know how to swim? And to that I will say, no, I do not know how to swim. I have had, I think, 2 or 3 very close encounters with drownings, basically where someone's had to jump in to save my life because I was about to drown, and I'm very afraid of water. So I just need to get over that fear and learn to swim to the point where I'm confident and comfortable. So that sort of links to me wanting to work out at least once a week, not once a day, once a week. I don't enjoy exercise, and in my head that is linked very closely to previous health issues and eating disorder issues and things like that I've had. So I just want to get into the mind space and into a place where I'm comfortable working out at least once a week. Now that could very easily be if I start doing swimming lessons once a week. They could be the same thing, learning to swim, and swimming once a week could be the workout. But that's on the list. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about doing that in a way that doesn't mess with my head and is still healthy, but it's on the list, so we're going to give it a go. While we're on this weird health topic, I also want to do the splits. I want to learn how to do the splits this year. I can't do the splits. I'm not even sure I can touch my toes, to be honest with you. But we are going to aim for being able to do the splits. Sorry, it's just occurred to me that one of my main goals for the year is not written down on this list, and I don't know how I bypassed it. I don't know how I've missed it off, but we will get to that, because that's like one of my major goals for the year. Ridiculous. I don't know how it's not on the list. This is what I mean, like, you might go through the list of goals that you've got and be like, that thing that's really important to me is not written down. Why isn't it written down? Anyway, my goal is to share my YouTube channel. I started this YouTube channel, and there are honestly a very few handful of people from my real life that know that I have this YouTube channel. I didn't put it on social media, it's not on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that, and I don't know why. I don't know whether it's like a fear of judgment or whatever, because I'm more than comfortable chatting to people that are subscribed to me, like you guys, and if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below. It would mean the world to me. But I'm more than comfortable chatting on video. I just don't know what it is that's like blocked me mentally from being able to share it on social media. So I just want to get to a place where I'm comfortable enough where I'm like, so I have this YouTube channel, people that I know in real life, if you want to check it out. And that brings me to my major goal that I have for some reason forgotten to write down, and that is to get monetized. So one of my massive goals for 2023 is to get this YouTube channel monetized, and I would really love to do that by June, and I'm thinking of June as like best case scenario. More realistically, if we're looking at the correct numbers, then it's probably going to be more like September time. But if I could get it done by June, then that would be incredible. Currently, as of the time of recording this video, I believe we're at 389 subscribers, which if I could get to 400 by the end of January would be amazing. And I think we're at about 1,200 and a bit watch hours for the year so far. As in not 2023, like the last consecutive 365 days. Which, for those of you that don't know, in order to get monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the previous 365 days. So it just keeps rolling basically. So the goal is to get monetized. And since we're talking about things getting monetized, let's look at my financial goals for the year. So going into the financial goals, I just want to preface this by saying that I work as a freelancer. I have my acting work and I also have my business, which if you've seen any of my videos previously on my business, you'll know that I am yet to make a profit from that business, and I in fact am making a loss constantly. So my income isn't huge. In fact, it's kind of minuscule. But here are the financial goals that I have set myself. First things first, I want to pay off my credit card, and that is a big goal of mine. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I will sell things if I have to. By the end of this year, I want to have my credit card paid off because I want to have no debts by the end of this year, as in credit card or overdraft or things like that. Second goal that I have is that there is someone that I owe money to, basically, that I want to have that fully paid off, which again goes into the whole being debt free and not owing anyone any money. So that needs to happen. I really need to get myself, and this is a major goal financially, I need a pension. So because I work as a freelance, yes, you get the state pension, but that's like minuscule. So I need to have an actual pension. So I've recently joined Equity, which is the actor performer union that's in the UK, and I know that I can sign up for a pension through them so that when I work acting jobs that are on a equity contract, then my employers will contribute, and that's amazing. So I need to get a pension like ASAP. Like, I am way too old to not have a pension. And then once all of that is done, I want to save for a house. So given the low amount of income that I have, I would really like to have between £4,000 and £5,000 saved for a house deposit by the end of the year, which might increase if my income dramatically increases. When we get monetized on YouTube, notice it's when, not if, when we get monetized on YouTube, hopefully everything that I get from that will just go directly into a savings account for buying this future house. So I think that's everything, unless I've missed out another major life goal that for some reason I haven't put on this list. But I think I'm gonna go with that's everything. So they are all of my goals for the year. I wanted to share it with you guys so we're all on the same page, and basically I just need to be able to hold myself accountable, and I feel like the easiest way to do that is putting it out there for other people to know about. That way, when it gets to the end of the year, I can't be like, oh, well, actually, I didn't achieve any of my goals, but it's okay because no one knew about them. So we are going to keep me accountable. I'm going to be doing updates throughout the year on how the goals are going, what's been achieved, what hasn't been achieved, what doesn't matter to me anymore, and I don't want to achieve it anymore. But I will keep you guys updated, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did like it, give it a big ol' thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. It would mean the absolute world to me, and if we could hit 400 subscribers by the end of January, then that would just be the absolute dream. Let me know in the comments below what some of your big goals for 2023 are, or are you someone that doesn't really like setting goals at the beginning of the year and would much rather do it later on in the year? Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I will see you on Thursday for another video. Bye!